Hi everyone, welcome to Mohanty's geography class. In my last video, we discussed about the geological division of India. In this video, we will discuss the physiography or physical features of India. Okay, first, from the last class, the division, geological division, it was divided into three, that is peninsular black, Himalayan and peninsular mountains. Then last one is your Indo-Ganga Brahmaputra plain. So these are the divisions, geological divisions of India. Then today we will study physiography or the physical features of India. As you know, what do you mean by physiography? Physiography means it is a word. It describes the systematic study of physical landforms. Physiography means the systematic study of physical landforms. Means as you see the different types of relief features present in any country, that is mountain ranges, desert, plain areas, plateaus, all these are known as the different relief feature or physical features of a country. India's physical feature, it is mainly divided into 6 groups, 6 divisions. First one is your northern mountains or peninsular mountains. Look at the map of India. Here the northern part of India, the Himalayas extends from northwest to northeast. So this is known as northern mountains and or peninsular mountains. Okay. Then second one is your northern plain. See, in between the peninsular block and the northern part of India, the middle part is known as northern plain. This plain area. Okay. Then your desert area. Look at the western part. Rajasthan, here it is. So this great Indian desert, it is also known as Thar desert. Then your peninsular block, as the southern part of India, it is peninsular block. And as India is surrounded 3 sides by the water bodies, so all these eastern part and western part, these land areas are known as coastal plains. Okay, coastal plains. Then your island groups. In eastern part it is Andaman and Nicobar Islands, and in western part it is Lakshadweep island groups, that is also known as coral islands. Okay, so these are the India's physical divisions of India. One by one we will discuss all these physical features. First of all, we will discuss about northern mountain and peninsular mountain. Northern mountain and peninsular mountain. Okay, my dear students, look at the map of India. Only you have to locate the northern part of India. This is Jammu and Kashmir. Then Jammu and Kashmir to Arunachal Pradesh. Himalayan mountain ranges are present here. It works as a barrier. Okay, so we will discuss about the Himalayan mountains. Himalayas. Himalayas, the word itself explains him is a Sanskrit word, means aish. Alay means abode or home. Himalayas are always covered with ice. Okay, it is the storehouse of ice. See, these Himalayan mountain ranges, this started from northwest and extends up to northeast. So it runs parallelly. So according to height and its width, length, it is divided into 3 different groups. one is Greater Himalaya, next one is Lesser Himalaya, third one is your Shivalik. See, first one is Greater Himalaya. In this Greater Himalaya, it includes Great Himalaya and Shivalik mountain ranges. Try to understand greater and here it is great. Greater is higher than the Great Himalaya. So ये Greater Himalaya जो है it includes Great Himalayan mountain ranges and plus Shivalik mountain ranges. Look at Jammu Kashmir and it all covers with Greater Himalaya or Great Himalayas. Okay, and the foothills, this side, the southern part of Himalayas are known as Shivalik mountain ranges. Okay, so first we will read what is Greater Himalaya. This is the inner Himalaya, and this Greater Himalaya always remain covered with snow. That's why it is also known as Himadri. It is also known as Himadri, and its average altitude exceeds 6,000 meter to 8,000. Okay, average altitude Greater Himalaya के average altitude क्या है? 6,000 to 8,000. Okay, then what are the main important mountain ranges are here in Greater Himalaya or Great Himalaya, that is Karakoram range. Look here, these are the Karakoram mountain ranges. Then your Ladakh range, look at this map, this is Ladakh range. Then Jaskar, here it is Jaskar, and it is parallel to ये जो पीर पंजल है, it is parallel to Shivalik mountain ranges. Okay, these are the important mountain ranges of Great Himalaya, and this Greater Himalaya, what it includes? Great Himalaya and Shivalik. Okay, then what is its length? Length means it runs from northwest to northeast. So its length is 2,500 kilometer. This 2,500 kilometer, and what is its width? That is 160 kilometer to 400 kilometer. 160 kilometer to 400 kilometer. Which mountain ranges? Greater or Great Himalayas. Okay. Then we will read about the next is your Lesser Himalaya. Lesser Himalayas average height, it is 3,700 meter to 4,500 meter, and its width is 80 kilometer. Okay, what are the important mountain ranges found here? That is Dhauladhar and Pir Panjal. Dhauladhar and Pir Panjal you will found in this section of Himalayas. We will found the Dhauladhar and your Pir Panjal, and the most important part of this Lesser Himalaya is Kashmir Valley. Okay, Kashmir Valley. Then the third it is the Shivalik or Outer Himalayas. As I said, the southern part of Himalayan mountain ranges are known as Shivalik. Mainly this area is known as dune areas. Okay, the average height, it is 900 to 1200 meter. The mountains 900 to 1200 meter. Then its width is 10 to 50 kilometer. What are these Shivalik valleys? Shivalik valleys are also known as dune areas. Okay, and mainly Dehradun is the largest among the dunes. Then Kotli Dune, Patli Dune are the examples. These are the three divisions of Himalayas. First one is Greater, then Lesser, then Shivalik. Okay, then next we will discuss about this Himalayas, the according to its areas, how it moves, 500 kilometer length na. So we will discuss all the Himalayas, how it is subdivided, just how it is subdivided from northwest to northeast. Now we will discuss the geomorphological divisions of Himalayas. There are large scale regional variation within the Himalayas. On the basis of relief, Himalayas divided into 5 different divisions. First one is your Kashmir Himalaya, that is present in northwest region. Then your second one is your Himachal and Uttarakhand Himalaya. Third one, Sikkim and Darjeeling Himalaya. Then Arunachal Himalaya. Then your Purbanchal Himalayas. ये पूर्वांचल Himalayas again subdivided in Patkai Bom according to its areas. These Purbanchal Himalaya or hills are named according to their areas. First one is your Patkai Bom, then Naga Hills, then Manipur Hills, then your Mizo Hills. We will read all separately. First one, it is your Kashmir Himalaya. Kashmir Himalayas. It is located in the northern part of India. This is northern part of India. What are the main mountain ranges found in Kashmir Himalayas are Karakoram Range. See, look at here the Karakoram ranges. Then your Ladakh ranges. Then your Jaskar ranges. Then Pir Panjal. Okay, ये Pir Panjal parallel to Sibalik mountain ranges. So all these mountain ranges are present in Kashmir Himalayas. Karakoram, Ladakh, Jaskar, Pir Panjal. Okay. Then the northeastern part. This part is the northeastern part of Himalaya. Okay. This is a cold desert. As you know, Ladakh is a cold desert. North part and eastern part. So northeastern part is a cold desert. Okay, and the Kashmir Valley found in between your Great Himalaya and your Pir Panjal mountain range. इसके बीच में क्या आता है? कश्मीर वैली, श्रीनगर. Okay, so the main glaciers found in Kashmir Himalayas are Baltod and Siachen. Baltod glacier and Siachen glacier. Siachen glacier, here we found Siachen glaciers. Okay. Then what are the mountain passes? Listen my dears, mountain passes means a path in between mountain ranges are known as mountain passes. Okay. So what are the main mountain passes found here are Jaskar mountain range में जो mountain passes है that is known as Fotula mountain passes. La means pass. Then Ladakh mountain range में कौन सा आता है? लद्दाख में खरदुंगाला. ओके, लद्दाख माउंटेन्स में खरदुंगाला. देन आपकी पीर पंजल में बनिहाल पास एंड योर Great Himalayas में जोजिला पास. These are the mountain passes found in Kashmir Himalaya. Okay. Then what is its importance? Means Karewa formation. We found Karewa formation. What do you mean by Karewa? ये glacial deposits means the glaciers flow while it melts, it flow downward, and in between the ice glaciers the soil like materials present, that is known as Karewa. ये Karewa में what type of cultivation the local people they grow? Jaffron. Jaffron, a local variety of saffron. A local variety of saffron is known as jaffron. ये करेवा में क्या कल्टीवेशन होता है? जैफरन. ओके, व्हाट आर द रिवर्स फाउंड इन दिस कश्मीर हिमालय? दैट इज ऑन द बैंक ऑफ द रिवर झेलम. कश्मीर इज सिचुएटेड. सो ये झेलम रिवर, इंदस एंड चेनाब रिवर फाउंड इन दिस कश्मीर हिमालय. आज ये जो झेलम रिवर, it creates a meander we found and not in the young stage, but here it is a new Jhelum river is the young stage and it creates meander in this Kashmir Himalaya. Okay, then we will in what are the rivers? Jhelum, Indus and Chenab. Now what are the lakes present in Kashmir Himalaya? That is, two types of lakes are found here: freshwater lake and saltwater lake. Freshwater lake and saltwater lake. What are the freshwater lake? Dal lake and Ular lake. Dal and Ular lake. Dal and Ular lake. This Dal lake is the outstanding feature of Srinagar, the capital city of Jammu and Kashmir. Okay, and this lake is the reason for the meandering characters of Jhelum river at its young stage. Okay, what are the saltwater lakes found in Kashmir Himalaya? That is Pangong Tso and Somoriri. Pangong Tso and Somoriri. Okay, then the southern part of Himalaya. This is the southern part of Himalaya. This southern part of Himalaya, it is a longitudinal valley or creates dune areas. As you see, this is the hill, this is the mountains, and the peak of the mountain, it is known as anticline, and the downward, the foothills, this area is known as syncline. So here in the southern part of Himalayas और जम्मू कश्मीर में, ये साउदर्न पार्ट ऑफ हिमालयज में क्या क्रिएट करता है? सिनक्लाइन. ओके, सो ये सिनक्लाइन क्रिएट करता है. सो दैट इज ए लॉन्गिट्यूडनल वैली और डून. व्हाट आर द डून्स फाउंड हियर इन दिस कश्मीर हिमालय की साउदर्न पार्ट में? दैट इज जम्मू डून एंड पठानकोट डून. जम्मू डून एंड पठानकोट डून. दिस इज ऑल अबाउट योर कश्मीर Himalayas. Then next is our Himachal Himalaya. Next is our Himachal and Uttarakhand Himalaya. This Himachal and Uttarakhand Himalaya, it starts from the river west. Its extension is in western side, it is from Ravi river, and eastern side it runs. Its length continues from western side Ravi to eastern side Kali river. Okay, and it covers all three Himalayan ranges: the greater, lesser and Shivalik. In this Himachal Uttarakhand, what are the main hill stations found? Mainly Simla, Mussoorie, Kasauti, Dharamsala, etc. The people lives in Himachal and Uttarakhand Himalaya, mainly greater Himalaya, they are living the tribal people. They are known as Bhotia. Bhotia group of people lives here. They are nomadic by nature. They moves from one place to another place with their cattle, and they are the movement of these Bhotia people are known as Baghiyals. In winter season, they live with their cattle on the foothills of Himalaya in the Shivalik range, whereas in summer season they move towards the top of the hill and they with their cattle. Okay, so this movement of the people, that is known as mainly Baghiyals. Okay, then this Himachal and Uttarakhand Himalaya is the famous for it is a valley of flowers. It is the valley of flowers. Okay. Then what are the main famous hill stations and famous places of pilgrimage? Famous places of pilgrimage. Famous places of pilgrimage are Gangotri, Yamunotri, Kedarnath. Once again, what are the famous places of pilgrimage? That is Gangotri, Yamunotri, Kedarnath. As already we discussed, what are the burials? That is summer grasslands. Summer grasslands where they practiced on the top of the hills. So here it is the Shivalik. The Shivalik and dune formation is the most important feature of this region. So as Shivalik formation, as you know, the foothills of Himalayas and dune formation. What are the dunes? Chandigarh, Kalka dune, Dehradun, all these are dunes, and the largest one is Dehradun. Okay, and the lesser Himalaya known as different names. In Himachal Pradesh it is known as Dhauladhar, whereas in Uttarakhand it is known as Nagtiba. Lesser Himalayas in Himachal Pradesh it is known as Dhauladhar, and in Uttarakhand it is known as Nagtiba. Okay. What do we mean by Shivalik formation? Shivalik formation, it is a depositional formation of rocks and boulders. Rocks the big size rocks, big size stones, that is known as rocks. Boulders the smaller size. According to its size it named differently. So ये जो depositional formation of rocks and boulders are known as Shivalik formation. Okay. And what is Bhavar? Bhavar में the depositional formation of rocks and boulders are there, but the flowing of rivers are here, but rivers disappears in this place. That is where only rocks and boulders are visible and rivers are disappears. Here one more thing, that is number of prayags are found in this Himachal and Uttarakhand Himalaya. That is Dev Prayag, Karan Prayag, see Dev Prayag, then Karan Prayag, Vishnu Prayag and Rudra Prayag. These are the prayags we found in this Uttarakhand Himalaya. Okay. So then it is your, what are the tourist places? Once again I am repeating: Ranikhet, Almora, Kasoli, Dharamsala, all these. Okay. These are the tourist places. Next we will read about the Darjeeling and Sikkim Himalaya. Next we will read Darjeeling and Sikkim Himalaya. Sikkim and Darjeeling Himalaya. It falls in between Nepal in western part and Bhutan in eastern part. Nepal in western part and Bhutan in eastern part. Then what are the highest mountains of this Darjeeling and Sikkim Himalaya? That is Kanchenjunga. Kanchenjunga, or it is locally known as Kanchanagiri. Okay. And here the fast flowing river Tista flows. In this Sikkim and Darjeeling Himalaya, fast flowing river Tista flows. Mainly in this Sikkim and Darjeeling Himalaya, tribal peoples are living. Northern side, the tribal people, they are known as Lepcha. But in southern part, mixed tribal peoples are living. What are they? Nepalis, Bengalis and Central Indian tribal peoples living in southern part of India. Northern part means upward and southern part, downward part of the Sikkim and Darjeeling Himalaya. Northern part में Lepcha tribal people lives, whereas southern part में mixed population from Nepal sides, Bengalis and Central Indian people are living. What are their main occupation? Tea plantation is their main occupation. Why tea plantation is their main occupation? What are the ideal conditions? Because here the moderate slope is for tea plantation, Moderate slope is needed. So here we found moderate slope. Then the rainfall. Rainfall, it is well distributed throughout the year. Rainfall, it is well distributed throughout the year. That's why tea plantation is possible. Then thick soil cover and high organic content we found in Sikkim and Darjeeling Himalaya. That's why the people of the tribal people, their main occupation is tea plantation. Then next we will read about the Arunachal Himalaya. It is the eastern part. We will read Arunachal Himalaya. Its extension, it is from the Bhutan, southwest part से Bhutan, in the west to Dipu Pass in the northeast. The main important rivers flows here: Brahmaputra, Dihang, Diwang, Lohit, Suvarnasiri. What are the main rivers? The most important river is Brahmaputra. Then Dihang, Diwang, Lohit and Suvarnasiri rivers are flows in this Arunachal Himalaya. Next, it is the Brahmaputra river. It creates riverine islands. What do you mean by riverine islands? See, the one branch, the rivers creates different branches, and in between the riverine branches, the middle area which is gathered with sands, that creates riverine islands. World's largest riverine island is Majuli. It is found in Arunachal Himalayas, Arunachal Pradesh, okay. And also another landform it creates, that is sandbars. So Brahmaputra rivers creates riverine islands, also sandbars, okay. And this is the most important question, that is, which is the largest riverine island found in India or world? That is Majuli, okay. Next is your, what are the mountain peaks found in Arunachal Himalaya? That is Namcha Barwa, through which the Brahmaputra river enters into India. Next is your Kangtu mountain peak, and then the people, those who are living here, they practiced zooming cultivation. My dear students, so what are the tribal people, those who are living in Arunachal Himalaya are Monpa, Abor, Mesmi, Naga, Nasi. Ye Nasi, why I bracketed here? That the most populous tribal people, highest population of these tribal people found in Arunachal Himalaya. So these are the tribal people living in Arunachal Himalaya, direction west to east, means Bhutan towards the Dipu Pass. These people are living. What are the main occupation of these people? They practiced zooming cultivation. Okay, this is all about your Arunachal Himalaya. Next we will read your eastern hills and mountains, that is Purbanchal Himalaya. Next is our northeast Himalayas. In this northeast Himalaya we will read about all these hills that runs from north to south, that is Patkai Hills. Then next is your Naga Hills, Manipur Hills, Mizo or Lusai Hills. All these hills are named according to their area. In all these hills, mostly tribal group of peoples are living, and their main occupation is zooming cultivation. Which cultivation? Zooming cultivation. And the river flow in this region, that is Barak River. Most important river is Barak River, and it flows between Manipur and Mizoram. And in Manipur, one east flowing river flows, that is Chindwin. That is Chindwin. And the lake, Loktak Lake, it is situated, it is in Manipur. And the Mizoram is also known as molasses basin, because of its unconsolidated deposits brought by the rivers. In Nagaland, the tributaries in Nagaland, the rivers that flow in Nagaland, Naga Hills in Nagaland, the rivers that flow are the tributaries of Brahmaputra. It is all about the northeast Himalaya. Okay? Thank you. In our next video, we will read about the northern plain. Till then, bye bye. Take care.